2021. This is the virtual Joint Budget and Finance Committee and Special Call Committee of the Whole meeting. I believe we are fully staffed and ready to go. So I hereby call the meeting to order. The second item on our agenda is the approval of the meeting minutes from our last meeting. Is there a motion?
Councilor Abbott, second.
Okay, it's been moved and properly seconded. All in favor say aye. Aye. So our next item is the consideration of the consent agenda. Ladies, who wants to start with the consent agenda items?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, Madam Chair. I would like to put the following item number 4 on page 1, items 5, 6, 7 on page 2, items 8, 9, and 10 on page 3, items 11, 12, and 13 on page 4, and items 14, 15, 16 on page 5.
Okay, thank you. President Pro Tem Alexander, are you in agreement with those items?
I am, thank you.
Okay, well, all we need is a motion for approval of our consent agenda. Do I hear a motion?
I move for approval.
Second.
Okay, it has been moved and properly seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. So we are now to our, I think that what we want to do now is allow our new head of economic development, well, wait a minute, let me say it right, EIEIO, let's see. I can never remember.
We understand what you're saying. I'm with you.
I would really like to change the name back so that I'm not the only person confused, but I can see other people have issues too. Cornell Wesley, we're happy to get to meet you finally and see what you look like, and we're just pleased that you're there.
Well, I'm excited to be here. I want to thank you, Councilwoman Abbott, and to all those who are on the call. Some of you I've had an opportunity to meet. Some of you I look forward to meeting in the future. As mentioned, I am Cornell Wesley. I am the new director of the Office of Innovation and Economic Opportunity. We obviously administer the BOLD program, which is an amazing program that deploys capital to reinvest in our community through our strategic nonprofit partners. We've had some amazing wins in the past. One that I will briefly highlight as a great example of a really great working programmatic approach will be the BBRC, and their use of the proceeds were for the purposes of creating a platform to engage our small business community to be able to become vendors for the World Games. And so we aim to continue to duplicate those sorts of impact across several different industries, several different uses. But again, I am elated and excited about being in front of you today. I will at this time turn over for the next couple moments to my colleague, Amelia Moore, who will give you a very brief overview of items that you've just consented to. And then obviously at such time when we're in front of the entire council, we'll have to deeper dive into those projects as well. So, Amelia?
Excuse me, Mrs. Abbott, before we go further, I do want for the record, I need to abstain on item number 8 that was a part of our consent agenda. So just for the record, if I could abstain on item number 8, please. You're on mute, Mrs. Abbott.
Remember what I said about technology. Well, we need a motion to reconsider the consent agenda so that we can make that correction.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Okay, so all in favor say aye.
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 Okay, now we are going to approve all of the items for the consent agenda with the exception of item number 8 on page 3.
Yes.
Okay, so
Thank you.
now I need a motion to that effect, that we're going to make that change.
I move that we all the items on the consent agenda except item number 8 that's listed on page 3.
Second.
Okay, it has been properly seconded. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Okay, now that's taken care of. Ms. Mueller? Did I say your name right?
Yes, ma'am, you sure did.
Okay, good. So it's your turn.
Well, thank you for the introduction, Cornell, and it's a pleasure to be with you all today. So I'll give a sort of fuller presentation to each of the projects when we go in front of the full council, but just sort of wanted to provide you with a quick overview of what you've considered. So I believe you all are familiar with BOLD, but I can kind of give you a little bit of background. And rather than put slides on the screen, I'll just sort of describe it quickly to you. So this is our 3rd year running the BOLD grant. It's an opportunity for us to distribute city funds on a transparent and performance-based basis. The goal is really to more transparently allocate those funds to partner organizations, which I know is a priority of this committee, to incubate new partners with whom the city might collaborate in the work, and to build capacity among local organizations to take on that grant funding. So every cycle we've aimed to maximize city dollars invested and leveraged external support that our partners bring to the table. So we've actually been able to get up 4 times investment in terms of partner leverage for every city dollar that we've invested in the program. And we're excited about the 9 projects that we have on deck, and we'll sort of go into more detail for them when we give the full council presentation, but appreciate your consideration of those items and this program in its 3rd year.
Do members of the committee have any questions that they'd like to ask at this time? Okay, I don't hear anyone, and my only question on this is we have heard that this program, this is its last year, and so I was wondering if you have a replacement program in the works yet, or what?
I will defer to my director on that question.
Okay, good. Mr. Wesley?
Well, I would say it's not concrete that it's actually gone yet, and I would actually defer to Chaz Mitchell, who can give you a little bit more insight to that.
Yeah, well, you are pretty new on this one, so I
Yes.
understand that. We've just heard it's the last year of a 3-year program, so you know, if it's the last year, is there a replacement program, or is it contemplated to be renewed?
What Council Admin Committee, I wouldn't say this would be the last year because everything is always subject to funds available. So if we budget for the 2022 budget, the program will still keep going. Just everything's just based off what the budget holds for us upcoming. That's all.
Yeah, well, we're looking forward to hearing about the status of our city budget as soon as the end of the month gets here. So thank you. Thank you. So we are, if there are no other questions, we are to item 17 on our agenda. So do I hear a motion?
I move for adjournment, Madam Chair.
Second.
It has been moved and properly seconded. Thank you, everyone, for coming. All in favor, say aye.
Ms.
Aye.
Abbott, Ms. Abbott, Ms. Abbott.
Yes. Yes.
Did you guys dispose of the one that you took off the agenda just to vote on it to move it on to the agenda because it came off of consent?
You are absolutely right. I mean, we're just running out of the meeting without attending to item number 8, which is on page 3. And I'll go ahead and read item number 8, and there seems to be a lot of noise on our line. Is that just in the pipeline, or is that an animal? It has a funny sound.
People, excuse me, Counselor, people need to mute their mics. You're getting feedback.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Okay. Item number 8 is a resolution approving and authorizing the mayor to execute a BOLD program agreement with the Birmingham Business Alliance, under which Birmingham Business Alliance, as part of the city's Building Opportunities for Lasting Development, or BOLD program, will provide services to attract and retain talent for scale-ups, attract new scale-ups, grow and retain existing scale-ups, and utilizing image enhancement and research and data analytics for a term of 6 months for an amount not to exceed $70,000. Do I hear a motion? Well, I will second. So all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any noes?
I
Any
abstain.
abstentions?
I
Okay, so we have 2 aye votes and 1 abstention, and so that item passes and will be sent to the full council. Now we are back to our item 17 properly this time. And thank you for that reminder. We wouldn't have wanted to end our meeting and have forgotten one of our items, especially for an important entity. So do I hear a motion for number 17?
I move for.
Second.
Okay, it has been moved and properly seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
And we are adjourned this time.